Center Draft Lottery Special.
In the next 15 minutes, you're gonna learn more about this goddamn league in your own dick than your mother knows. So strap yourself in, sit tight, and wipe your ass.
And suck back a cocktail, because we're here to enjoy.
Welcome back to the 2013 High Tide Draft Lottery. We're here at the palatial estate of Mike Gibson here in Kennebunk, Maine. What we all came here for, the meat and potatoes of the evening, we're going to get right into the actual draft lottery itself. So with the 14th pick in the first round, that will go to...
One Nut Wonders, Jason Willett.
Jason Willett, defending champion, where we should be at the bottom. How's his keepers look, Gibby?
His keepers, he's keeping Ryan Braun. Obviously question marks with the steroid PED scandal. But he's also looking a little bit deeper. He's got Jared Weaver. There are questions with a lot of these keepers. Jared Weaver with a back issue. Hanley Ramirez, how is he going to adjust to LA life? And then he gets into Chase Headley. Is it a one-year wonder? I think a lot of us feel like Adam Jones put it all together finally, and R.A. Dickey, is he too old? So a lot of questions, but a lot of talent too. So this is a team that really has a lot of talent and looks ready to win.
One thing we do know with Jason, he will not have these players at the end of the year. He's going to be an active trade partner. He's going to be raiding our inboxes, and we're probably going to want to send him a pipe bomb at some point in the year. With that being said, he's the defending champion. He's a two-time champion in high and tight.
Can't take that away.
You know, he's currently ranked seventh overall when it comes to our standings. Sixth overall with a 53% winning percentage. And when it comes down to his name, people say, why'd you name yourself One Nut Wonders? Well, I quote him, the One Nut Wonders was a spur-of-the-moment decision. I had a large nut growing up, like bigger than you could wrap your hand around.
Wow.
It's called Hydroseal. Casson and I had this in common, but since we both have had it operate on, in any event, he loves his big nut.
So I imagine there's a natural rivalry between Cast and
Who's got the
Jason.
bigger nut?
Who does, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's
luck.
exciting. Good luck. That leaves us to the next pick. And moving on to the 13th pick, we've got Lars. Who do you have?
13th pick in the first round, we have Urban Achievers. Dan. The third year in the league, and he's not improving that much. What do you got for Dan and his keepers?
Dan's actually in an exciting position.
Who's the dog in the studio?
Yeah, dog in the studio, but Dan's looking at Bryce Harper. There are two guys that are under 22 that you can build your team around. That's Mike Trout and Bryce Harper, and Dan's got one of them.
Yep.
In addition to Bryce Harper, he's also looking at Matt Wieters, who is emerging as one of the best catching prospects in the league. And he's also looking at B.J. Upton, Matt Moore, who, again, so Dan's might be a little young for his keepers. He's debating between Manny Machado and Dylan Bundy. I get where he's going, and he's got a lot of exciting things coming.
He's been rebuilding, you know. He took over a team 3 years ago. It's his third season. He's been rebuilding. I think he's getting there. One thing that he's going to be aware of, and I think he is aware of this, is that when you look at his profile, he says least favorite trade partners. He says Jason. He's like, I always feel like I'm left grabbing my ankles.
That happens a lot.
It does. So I know he's going to watch out for that to keep the solid components of his team together. And then anything else that people should know about Dan, he says he lives in fear of making inebriated trades and getting ridiculed for it. So another prime example
Dan,
of a pussy who doesn't want to get it done.
Send me an email.
Let's get it done. Good luck. All right, we're back.
Yep.
Moving on to the 12th pick in the first round of the draft lottery. Who do you got at number 12 here, Gibby?
I think we've got Dave.
Dave who?
Dave Ford?
Dave Fox.
Dave Fox.
Cowhide Joyride.
Dave Fox.
Yes.
Cowhide Joyride. Glad to have him. Something I'd like to talk about quickly is the keepers. So he's looking at Buster Posey at catcher, right? Posey, obviously the top catcher, but how much value is he going to represent as a catcher?
Yeah.
Has he proven health? A couple other things. He's got Elvis Andrews, shortstop. So he's definitely filling positions of need.
Yep.
Which is important. And then you've got Craig Kimbrell, the top closer in baseball. Not a bad guy to keep.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about his history.
Dave made some aggressive moves last year when it came to trades to make a run at the championship. He fell short. He went into the 6th seed last year, lost to Casson in the first round. But he's been there before. He does have one championship under his belt. He's ranked 10th overall in the history of the league in terms of standings, with a 702 and 722 record.
Not bad.
I think one issue Dave's going to run into is that he only has 3 picks in the first 7 rounds of the draft.
Okay.
So he's got to capitalize on that. If he doesn't,
Quickly.
yes, quickly. If he doesn't, he's got a big hill to climb there. But he's done it before. He's got one championship, like I said, and
Champion's a champion.
he's tasted it. And he wants more.
All right. All right. Welcome back, Lars. Who do we have for the next round?
All right, moving on to the 11th pick. The first round is the Grumpy Munchkins. Yes, Brandon Caston, Grumpy Munchkins, 11th pick. Nice job, buddy. All right, I know we got a very vocal member here. Who does he have for keepers?
we have a vocal owner, and rightfully so. I mean, the guy has been in the top 4 the last 4 out of 5 years, but he hasn't won a championship yet, has he?
0 championships in
0
9 years.
championships.
Excuse me, 8 years.
But
0.
he's coming into the year with Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, Giancarlo Stanton, Jose Reyes, Jason Hayward, Brett Laurie. So we're looking at offense.
Yeah, I mean, he took a hard run at it last year. He ended up losing in the semis to the eventual champion, one-nut wonders, Jason. That's a tough blow, and you could tell that he went hard because he's got 0 picks in the first 2 rounds, so he traded those away. But then he's got 6 picks in the next 4 rounds, so he makes up for it on the back end.
So
but nothing in the first 2 rounds.
Pitching's going to be a target.
He's got focus there. Yeah. In terms of his history here, he's ranked 5th overall with a record of 777 and 663. But again, 0 championships. That's the big one. When it comes to his profile,
elusive.
Yeah, it's elusive. It's a tough league.
I don't think he cares about the record. I think he cares about the championships.
Okay, well, when it comes to his profile, just and he asks, married? Do you have any kids? He's engaged with no children. He says, but he's thinking about adopting a Mexican to do his hard work. So maybe that'll get him over the top and get him a championship.
Mexicans always help.
And what the hell does his team name mean? What is a Grumpy Munchkin? He says, my team name is my favorite sexual position. A Grumpy Munchkin is when a girl is taking a shit and gives you a blowjob. Not to be confused with the Blumpkin, which is when the guy takes a shit and receives a blowjob. So now we know.
I've always been confused.
The mystery is solved.
Thank you.
Moving on. And as we work our way up the board, now we're moving on to the 10th draft pick in this year's draft. Who do we got?
10th pick is Montezuma's Revenge, Adam Leach.
Adam Leach, all right. Co-commissioner this year.
Co-commissioner who seems to be filling out his draft board, right, with position players. So he's got second, third, first catcher. He's got Carlos Santana, Eric Hosmer, Aramis Ramirez, Ian Kinsler. Really solid strength across balance.
Yep.
Balance is what I think of.
Adam is a consistent player in the league. He's been here since day one. He got nominated to co-commissioner this year because he's a great secretary. And last year he lost to the eventual champion Jason One-Nut Wonders in the semifinals. So he made a nice hard run at it.
Why'd he lose?
Oh, because he didn't fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
that
lose.
was the reason. So in terms of drafts, he's got a first rounder. He doesn't have a second or third rounder. Then he's got a 4th rounder and 2 5th rounders. We can always expect Adam to be up at the top. And not many things piss Adam off, but he says, who do you tend to butt heads with? He says, Jason annoys me at times because his offers often show no consideration for the other team's needs. Common theme, maybe? I don't know.
I think we're on to something.
We are.
We're on to something.
All right, how about number 9?
All right, number 9. All right, who's up next, Lars?
All right, number 9. Who's going to be the 9th pick in the first round? It is going to be Donkey Punchers. Chris Shannon.
Donkey Punchers.
Woo! All right, Chris Shannon, very competitive league member. Who's he looking for at keepers at this point?
Keepers look good. Josh Hamilton, Matt Holliday, Jason Kipnis. But tell you what, CS needs to know how to grease some palms.
Grease the fucking palms,
He's
right?
gonna
Is that
grease
good
some palms.
Okay.
He's gonna grease some palms, baby.
All right.
He's gonna give someone some cash.
He's never won a championship, but he's ranked 3rd overall.
Greasing palms.
567 and 459. He's ranked 3rd overall. He's good, but he just can't
That's great.
get it done.
That's great.
Can't get it done.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's going to have all his picks done by the 8th round.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
8th round, he's done. He's closing up shop and going to bed.
That's great, but you know what I want to do? I want to slip my buddy. I want to say, hey, here's fucking $10. Here's $10. You take on my 13th pick. I'll take this. That's what CS needs to do.
Here's $10. Taking my 13-year-old daughter.
Dollars gotta holla. CS.
All right, we are getting there, Gibby. We're getting there. All
Yep.
right.
Number 8.
Number 8. Who we got for number 8?
I think it's Russ.
Is it?
Clayton and the King.
Russell, good job. Who do you got for keepers?
Mike Trout.
That's all you need, right?
Sorta. Right? I mean,
That's all you need.
Fat Mike Trout is better than Skinny Mike Trout and 10 other keepers.
Gay Mike Trout.
Gay Mike Trout is better than Skinny Mike Trout and Fat Mike Trout. Come on. Doesn't matter what you have, as long as you got some Mike Trout.
Russ has never won a championship. He made a hard push at it last year. Lost in the finals.
He's also got Robinson Cano, Jose Batista, Felix Hernandez. Pretty good.
Who else?
Who else? Clayton Kershaw.
Okay.
Good team.
He's got some of the best keepers in the league. Touche. 100%. Can he get it done, though? He's got to fill in the rest of his roster. He's got picks in round 1, 2, and 3. Takes 4 and 5 off. And then has 2 picks in round 6 and 2 picks in round 7.
This is a team that's ready to go.
When you talk about Russ, we went to college together. We played baseball together.
Team that's ready to go.
And, when asked Russ about his college career, he said, I was disappointed in my college career. I spent most of my time in college spent under the influence of marijuana, alcohol, painkillers, and the occasional mushroom. Now, when you ask Russ,
He's hurting himself. He's
Yeah.
going to trade Mike Trout?
He's never traded Mike Trout.
All right.
How does he prep for the draft? He says he masturbates, smokes a joint, snorts 25 milligrams of oxycodone, and has 3 fingers of bourbon. To each his own. But Russ Stutzky, Clayton, and the King.
I beat
number
you
8.
twice, Russ. Cheers. All right, so we're at the 7th pick.
Nick. Who we got for number 7? We have Sexual Napalm. Mr. Mike
All
Gibson
right.
himself. Woo! Now, as most of you know, Mr. Gibson here is a new member, a new owner in the league this year. After 7 incredibly successful years, Troy Brown has resigned as maybe the worst fantasy baseball manager of all time. With that being said, we have the pleasure of bringing on Mr. Mike Gibson as our 14th member in the league.
It's a pleasure to be in the league.
Who do you got for keepers?
Heard great things about the league. Right now for keepers, I'm looking at Roy Halladay, CC Sabathia, Giovanni Gallardo. I really have a thing for Brett Anderson. Love him or leave him. And then I'm also looking at middle infield. It's a position that is weak, and so I know depth is important. And Brandon Phillips seems to fit the bill, and I'm hoping that Jurickson Profar can be a potential stud. But
Okay.
it's a pleasure to be in the league.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Now we got to ask.
Yeah.
Sexual napalm. What the hell is that?
Good question.
From what you say here, you say it sounds great at first, but it's extremely dangerous, just like Jessica Simpson's vagina in my fantasy team.
Yeah.
So are you comparing your fantasy baseball team to Jessica Simpson's vagina?
very close.
Okay. Do they smell
It's
similar?
it's magical. You never know what you're gonna get. It's gonna smell beautiful.
Okay.
And it's just like, oh my god, this might blow up, but all of a sudden, I might be onto something.
All right.
I might be onto
Well,
something.
let's
And
see if
that's
we can-
Jessica Simpson's vagina to me.
Let's see if we can get onto a championship this year, huh? Congrats.
All
Welcome
right.
aboard.
Thank you.
All right. Moving on to the sixth pick. We're getting there. Gibby, who is the sixth pick in this year's draft?
Sixth pick, we're looking at Anal Hershiser. Andy!
Everybody loves oral, and everybody loves anal.
Give me a little bit of background.
A little background. I think this is Andrew's third year in the league. I was introduced by my brother. I believe he resides out in the Midwest, which means he loves corn, fat chicks, and is super nice. This year he has two first round picks, which puts him in pretty good position. But what is he looking at for keepers?
Tell you about keepers. He's looking at a fucking aces. He's going Justin Verlander.
All right.
He's going Steven Strasburg.
Yep. Not fucking around.
He's not messing around.
Yeah.
He's going bigger. He's going home. And then he's got Prince Fielder.
Oh, it's fat.
Yep. Big guy.
Yep.
Big guy that puts up OBP, home runs, RBIs. He's holding on to Will Myers, too.
Yeah. That's
Looking towards the future.
smart. You know, Andrew's been a great addition to the league for the 3 years he's been here so far. You know, I think one of his big rivals is Moose. He calls Moose his bitch here. So we'll see how that plays out in the year. But Andrew's going to prove something this year. He's got a lot of pressure on him. He's got to get into the playoffs and make a move, or else he's going to start being looked at as...
Watch out for Madison Bumgarner, too.
Okay.
He's got Bumgarner.
Yeah. Isn't that a snake in Arizona?
Could be a snake in Arizona or an ace in San Francisco.
Ah, right. Moving on.
All right, so we're looking at the fifth pick.
Fifth pick. We're
Fifth
getting
pick.
there, motherfucker. With the fifth pick in this year's draft,
Is it Kyle Baker?
Kyle Baker, Angry Pirates.
Kyle Baker.
He's moving up. He's moving up. Kyle Baker did not make the playoffs last year. Who's he got for keepers going to this year?
Keepers, looking at Adrian Gonzalez.
I traded him. Yep.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Ooh, like it.
Adrian Beltre. Alan Craig. Ionis. Cespedes. And Starlin Castro.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
Not too
You know what?
bad.
I think Kyle
Offense.
Baker, he made some sacrifices with his drafts this year.
Yeah.
He doesn't have as many draft picks as or good draft picks as some of the other teams. But you know, Kyle Baker's been known throughout the league, throughout the years as I think it was Jason Willette's minor league team, quote unquote. Always some suspicious trades come out of those two camps. With the rest of the owners.
What about just being the nicest guy in the league? That's what I've always known him as.
He just grabs his ankles. He loves it. You know, don't even lube it up. Just throw it in. Dip it in sand. He doesn't care.
No, kitty litter.
Yeah, whatever makes it. So
I'll tell you what. This is a team that can compete.
Yeah, I mean he's got it on paper. He's just going to execute during the draft, and he can't give up
Playoff
his
team.
He can't give up his team to Jason. He can't be the minor leagues for Jason.
Playoff
once again.
team.
So we'll see where it takes him. Moving on. Go get him, Kyle Baker.
Cheers.
You're on
I'm
the
glad I
air.
listened to-
We're on the air, fucking
Oh wow,
Anchorman.
that was close.
Play whenever you want.
All right,
The,
Okay.
Anchorman.
number 4.
Fourth pick. Who do you got, Gibby? Who's
Fourth.
got the fourth pick this year?
Fourth pick. I think the Moose.
Is loose.
The Moose is loose.
Bruce Smith, baby. Brian Bishop, I think it's his 5th or 6th year. My brother brought him in. Resides out in Chicago. Always puts up a fight. The guy knows how to battle and to make his way into the playoffs. He just can't seem... I think he's got one championship, don't he? Yeah, he's got one championship. But what does his keepers
Does he have
look
a
like?
championship?
Yeah, what does his keepers look like?
How's he going to win a championship? How's he going to win a championship when he's got Carlos Beltran, Billy Butler, Troy Tulowitzki, Cliff Lee, Zach Greinke, Chris Medlin? How's he going to win? He's got to he's gonna strategize.
Okay.
And he's gonna draft right.
He's gonna suck the right dick too.
He's gonna suck the right dick.
Yeah. That's for damn show.
That's for damn sure.
Brian, he always comes hard. Always
Good
comes
players.
fast. You're screaming at me.
Good
You're
players.
scaring me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Moose doesn't have a first round pick. He's got a second, third, and fourth, and no fifth. But
He's
fourth
gonna
spot,
build.
He's got a good spot here.
I'm gonna yell at you.
Moose does say his least favorite trading partner, Dagan, his
Dagan.
best friend, hands down.
That's your
it's like
brother.
pulling teeth. Okay. Cheers. Go
You
Moose.
get mad. Cheers.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
So number 3.
Number 3, we're getting into the nitty gritty. We only got myself, Pierce, and Dagan left that are going to fill those top 3 spots. So getting pretty important here.
Must be exciting.
Boner. But third pick.
Third
in
pick.
the 2013 Hindsight Fantasy Draft. Ring of Fire. Dagan.
Ring of Fire. Dagan.
Dagan's third spot. That leaves myself and Pierce left. Top
Baby.
Who's Dagan got for keepers?
Dagan's got Matt Kemp.
Rihanna.
Dagan's got Joey Votto, Jay Bruce, Paul Goldschmidt. Everyone likes Paul Goldschmidt.
A lot of first basemen there.
A lot of first basemen.
Yeah, a lot of first basemen.
Tons.
He's got a pretty balanced draft. No holes there in terms of number of picks. Dagan has won 3 championships. He is
He likes to win.
predominantly at the top of the league
He's
every
a
year.
winner.
Likes to win. He's very conservative with his team. Doesn't make too many moves. He stands pat for the most part. And when you ask about critiques of other owners, he says, Jason's the biggest bullshit artist in the league, but he knows how to trade and win. So some kind words there. Somehow his trades always seem to put him in good
So is
position
he
for the
sort of
playoffs.
giving Jason like, oh, I like you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're great.
It's like giving him a
give
blowjob, but biting down on his dick.
let me touch you down there, but don't you touch me down here.
Don't
Is
touch
that
me.
what he's saying?
Don't touch me.
Is that what he's saying?
All right, we're down to the last 2 picks. As you can see, my fearless colleague here had severe diarrhea and had to run to the bathroom. So I apologize for that. But since we only have 2 picks left, we got a special guest coming into town, all the way from the North Pole. It's Gay Santa out of the closet.
Oh ho ho!
There he is, everybody.
Oh ho ho!
All right.
Merry Fantasy! Oh ho ho!
What are you drinking there, Santa?
I got this straight from Mexico. There was a nice Mexican man that granted me alcohol from a cactus he called tequila. Ho ho ho!
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad!
All right. 2 picks left.
Hebrew for Jewish.
Now, Santa, you can read minds, I think. Who is the number 2 pick? And with that, who's got the first pick overall? I know it's either me or Pierce.
I would say, depending on who's been naughty and nice, Pierce has been pretty naughty.
Okay.
Also pretty nice.
Confusing?
Yeah. I would say that, due to the fact that you haven't been either, Pierce will have the second pick in the draft for being naughty.
And that means yours truly gets the first pick in the draft. I also have I have 9 picks in the first 5 rounds. My keepers are a pile of shit, but if I don't get my head out of my ass and draft accordingly, I will be at the bottom of the league again.
Nobody likes a braggart. Well, Santa doesn't.
So, with that being said, Santa, do you want to maybe give us a rundown here?
So, number 1 pick, I don't know what anyone's name is. Doesn't matter. Number 1 pick goes to Lars. Number 2 to Pierce. Number 3 to Ring of Fire, who is Dagan.
Yeah.
Number 4, 2 Mooses Loose.
Okay, number 5, Angry Pirates. 6, Animal Hearthsiders. 7, Section 8 Bones. 8, Clayton the King. 9, Donkey Punchers. 10, Montezumas. 11, Grumpy Munchkin. 12, Cowboy Joyride. 13, Urban Achievers. And last but not least, Jason and One Nut Wonders.
And if you're wondering what happened to the back of this, you can just remember Game 2 of the Celtics Heat series last year. You might have had a team member that threw this against the wall or the floor.
Oh. All right, there we are. Thank y'all for joining us. We got a big season ahead of us. Get your dicks out of your own asses, stop making out with your mom, and let's play some fucking fantasy baseball.
Merry Christmas!